Hey Leo, I'm here to just drop in and get you a message of the moment, especially since we're at the height of the Mars Jupiter conjunction right now. So there's some interesting messages that are coming in. And so I thought we'd go ahead and kick it off with you since it's still in your birthday season. We're just going to get a little brief message here because we've already dove into this energy quite a bit with the other reads we had come in, but I thought it couldn't hurt to have like just a little check-in and see what wants to come through for you. Okay, this is for any significant Leo placement or if you have a prominent placement in fifth house. Also, if you are an Aquarius rising, that makes you a Leo descendant, and you'll likely find a lot of resonance in regard to relationships. I did get an initial message coming in for you, and that was clean it up. Okay, so I'm not sure what you're supposed to clean up here, what that's about. There might be a communication piece with that. There could be a practical piece with that. We'll find out. Okay, let's check it out and see what's coming in here. Bottom of the deck, we're working with the Arcane BS deck here. Ooh, clean it up. Something of a compromising connection I got here. We got parasitic fruit. Okay, so this is about having a connection, maybe an intimate connection that you know is a little too enmeshed. This is a situation where your energies are very much intertwined with each other. I believe this person is quite tempting for you, but you know that once you connect with this person and your energies mingle, that it can be a little bit maybe addictive, maybe too intertwined. Okay, there's something here about a draining influence coming from some kind of intimate connection, but this could be somebody that you are very tempted by. It's possible there could be something coming up right now. You might be having a communication with this person. Okay, let's see what's coming in here. Overarching theme of this energy, of this message for Leo. Overarching theme and energy for this Leo. Oh, yeah. Okay. So you might be hearing something from this person. You're so effing effed. I think you know that, this person has a tendency to take you into the belly of the beast every time. And yet there's something about this situation that it's hard for you to resist. I think you're reading something here. Okay. I think you're reading something here. You could be reading something on social media. This could be something that's coming in a status update, something that maybe makes you feel like you're not in a good position in this situation, or maybe something's going on in this situation that you weren't anticipating. It's got like curveball energy here, all right? Or something's being revealed that you realize maybe you're not in the best situation. You're not in the best situation. It's just coming through like that. Maybe you thought something was on the upswing. It's suddenly taking a downturn. I don't know if you're reading something on social media or if you're actually getting like a text. I feel like you're reading something. Like it's giving me vibes of you're like sitting in a coffee shop, you're on your tablet or you're on your phone. You look, you read somebody's status update, and you're like, wait a minute, what's going on here? Sort of throws you for a loop. 4:22 on the clock. And you're like, here we go again. It's like a cat licking its butt for all of eternity. It's like the same old, same old. Maybe you really thought things were going to be different in this connection this time, and now you're realizing it's just sort of like same thing, different day, man. Yeah, I think you've dealt with this beefcake before. You've ended cycles with this character many times. You always tell yourself that, you're going to resist it if it comes around. I do feel like somebody's bringing you a love offer here, all right? They got their eyes on you. They've been watching you, okay? And I do think you find this person tempting, but I also think you've come across something, some piece of information, or you will later. It's sort of like, it's interesting, okay? Because with this Mars Jupiter conjunction, it's a little bit of a wild card energy because there's something that's going to come in today that will really kind of like light you up, make you feel excited, make you feel energized. But then the next day, tomorrow, there's a square aspect coming in that sort of brings everybody down to earth, and you have to kind of look at practicalities in a situation. So I feel like this is the energy coming in right now. I think you're going to hear from this character. I think that they are going to offer you some kind of couple love, some kind of opportunity here. It doesn't have to be an intimate connection, but I think either way, it's a very compromising connection, but there's strong sensual overtones. And I mean, come on, you really have to see strong sensual overtones here. I personally feel there's strong sensual overtones. Um, you may have this come up in another area. I'd be really surprised. I still say the person coming toward you is interested in something on that level. Okay. I think you've dealt with this person before, and it's always been like games. It's the same old thing. It's not anything different. You should remember what happened last time. That's what's coming through here. I do feel like there's something you need to clean up here, though. You might need to clean up some kind of communication. I don't know if they're coming forward. I'm feeling like they got to get something off their chest. There might be something you need to get off your chest, you know? Maybe there's something that you're a little nervous about. You heard from this person, you're just on the other side of something. Things are starting to go on the upturn in your life. And now you're like, oh, great, I'm really screwed now because I know I'm not going to be able to resist this person. You've gone through this many cycles, though. This is like a repeat cycle you've gone through here. Let's hear. Yeah, look, man. It doesn't matter how many times you get stung by this character, they always know how to run off with your heart. All right, so for most of you, it's coming up in love. I mean, I highly doubt it's coming up in another area. It seems like it's something that's romantically motivated here, but it doesn't got good vibes. You'd be wise to block the energy. You already know this, though. You've been through this situation before, and there you are right there. That's your energy, Queen of Clubs, okay? You already got very clear about this in the past. You knew you needed to block off this energy. You wanted it to be this like reciprocal flow, this give and take. That's what it seemed like it would be. And it never was. You always had to kind of like stand up for yourself. I do feel like this is a situation where, somebody has multiple people involved, and maybe you don't want that. Maybe you want to be like the apple of this person's eye. you know they might sell you that apple. It's a poisoned apple. You bite into it, and then next thing you know, you got all kinds of other energies corded into you. Why? Because this person wants to have multiple partners. All right, we see that here with the Three of Hearts coming up in the shadow, right? So I think that's why you blocked out this energy before. You couldn't find any way to make it balanced. You felt like this person was always juggling options. They were never certain about what they wanted. And with this King of Diamonds energy coming out here, I do feel like you're looking for something a little bit more built to last in this situation. Yeah, you want somebody you can really count on, and you just felt like this person was all about the conquest with the Six of Clubs coming up in the shadow. This got like notches on the bedpost kind of vibes, I have to say. Yeah, I mean, this person's very impetuous. They move really quick. They talk a good game, but they put a lot of pressure on, and they are coming up in the shadow there. And then the next thing you know, you're in the dark and you don't know what's going on. But you already know you're not in the dark, so you can't really use that as an excuse this time. All right, let me give you some more details about this. What does Leo need to be aware of with this character? Flip-flop genders as you need to. We got fire on the board. Your energy, of course, but you could be dealing with another fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. We got earth on the board, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Okay. A little air in the mix, but it is coming through as a jack. To me, that's more talking about the kind of action, impetuous action, okay? And you might be really tempted to just sort of throw caution to the wind, but if you do, you're going to be screwed. I think you're being asked to sort of like review your history in a connection and don't just like take it at face value. I do believe that this is coming in being offered as like a cup of love, but I don't know. There's something else going on in this situation, you know. There is. There's something else going on in this situation that you need to be aware of. Ooh, all right. That really flew over there. Yeah, I mean, you think that this is a soulmate. I got that, but this is actually just a really kind of like repetitive cycle, unhealthy connections. Sometimes, if there's like a lot of intense chemistry, we can talk ourselves into believing that something is, you know, deeper than it is. We want it to be deeper than it is, but really, this is just something you two are working out with each other. You're there to show each other different aspects of where you feel like you're not in a position of power. Okay. I got this vibe like this person has to sort of manipulate and run game, you know, to feel like they got power, and they like to have multiple people. It caters to the ego. And then, and you know, your position feels like it's more, if you can, you know, convince this person somehow that you ace out all the rest, then that gives you a sense of power. But really, it's something that's trying to be resolved through another, that can only be resolved from within. I got that energy here. But with the Six of Hearts in reverse in the shadow, this ain't it. I mean, it's just not. This ain't it. And you might be tested, you know. Usually we get tested right before something that is in alignment with what we're really looking for is about to come in, but then we kind of like throw caution to the wind, you know, and we think, oh, maybe this really is it, you know. It'll be different this time. I think this is a situation where it's not going to be different this time. I think you're being tempted. Some of you are already in a situation, okay, you've moved on, and now here comes this person, and they're sort of offering you everything you wanted, and you're really tempted to throw caution to the wind and sabotage the stability you got with another, what you've been building with another, and this could really be your undoing, I have to say. How will it turn out if Leo goes for this? How will it turn out if Leo goes for this? What's going to happen if Leo goes for this? How will it go if Leo goes for this? I don't know. It just doesn't seem like it's the most positive arrangement for you, Leo. Oh, no, man, no. Joker in the shadow, man. This person's going to run game on you. This person may just want to use you for your money, you know, or for some kind of status, some type of come up. But if you think anything's going to be any different, it's not. Like, you would be wise to stay on your ish right now. There's a lot hidden here in this soul contract. It's not all you think it is. And you know, remember, you might be reading something, okay? You might be coming across some piece of information here. It's interesting. You might like get a little heads up before this person reaches out to you. And that's actually something that's going to work to your advantage. Like maybe you see a status update, or you come across some piece of information, or you run into a friend and they alert you about something. And having that information when this person reaches out, it might give you the strength to sort of like, you know, hold that line, hold that boundary line you put down before. I do feel like you put down a boundary line in this situation before. Let me see a cut of the deck here. What do we got? Shadow on the split, man. I mean, look, Queen of Diamonds coming up in the shadow here. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn energy. Doesn't have to be, okay. I bring in the signs just because, you know, people like the signs to come in. But the reality is we can all hold these energies at any time. But this is somebody who is very focused on money, status. This is their motivation, okay? And I think they know you want something more, and so they're going to kind of present that that's what they're offering here. But they got an agenda, all right? This is a user. It's a user energy, and it hasn't changed, man. Look at, you can't trust this advance with the Six of Hearts here, okay? In the shadow. So this is not what we're looking for, man. This is not what we're looking for when we're wanting a healthy connection with somebody. It's just not. It's manipulative. It's what you need to read between the lines, like what's not said. That's actually where the truth lies in this situation. And with this impulsiveness, oh, I don't know, man. You know, I think if you invest in this, you're going to regret it. Okay, because you're going to get betrayed again. You're going to feel like a fool again. You might get ripped off. This person might swindle. You know, they might use you, work you. I would be really careful if you're meeting this person online too. There's a lot about this character that you do not know. All right. Let me go ahead and get you an overarching theme here. I feel like this is coming in to protect you so you don't screw yourself. What's on the bottom here? Yeah, look, we got love here, okay? To see the unicorn energy and the 3 energy there, like I said, this person may be selling a fantasy like, oh, it's all love and, you know, yeah, I'm committed to this. And it's like the sell up is really big, but this person, look, they're already looking in 2 different directions here. And I have to say, you know, just like it came in earlier, this person's got lovers on the side. You know, they somebody here is just into having a unicorn, man. They might be trying to make an arrangement. Actually, they want to have a commitment with somebody else, and they want to have you on the side. Okay, that's a possibility. Um, and I'm wondering, you know, if that's the case, does their partner know that that's the deal? Okay, so there's something here that is hidden because there's the hidden contract. Okay, you got to be aware of this. I just think that you're dealing with a slippery character in this situation. Okay, I'm going to get you one final kind of summation energy here, but I do think that this is good news because there's something coming in that's going to alert you ahead of time, and it might give you the added strength you need to really be able to hold those lines. And I do feel like this is a test before, you know, you get an opportunity to level up. So you do want to play those cards right. Yeah, look at this. Like, I'm telling you, this is not the eternal burning flame of love. Like, you play with this, you're going to pay. That's for sure. You would do best to just end cycle on this. And if you're not clear about it now, you will be clear by the time it reaches that full moon on the 19th, when we got a full moon in Aquarius. Okay, that is your descendant sign. So if you're an Aquarius rising, this is probably speaking strongly to you. There's multiple people involved in this situation. You know, one whiff of this situation, you know, it ain't right. Something's off here. Okay, and you know, it could throw you off too. It could throw your pH off because this is somebody that gets around. They do. There's multiple parties involved in this situation. There's, you know, secret connections, clandestine connections. All right, so this is something you want to be aware of. You've been warned. I think you need to look out for this. Don't end up in the belly of the beast again. You don't need that. You don't want to catch a case. Okay, watch yourself. Clean it up. Clean it up. Okay. Keep your connections clean. I think you need to make it clear where you stand with things and let this person know you're not going to get fooled again.